It's a rainy day here in Sutherlin, Oregon. Welcome to the Blue Shack. I'm Joe. Today I'm going to be making ring number T200033 out of grade 2 titanium, which I have on the lathe ready to go here. This is going to be a size 8.5 ring in the style of the Diamondback, and after I get this ring completely finished, I'm going to anodize it purple. So stick with me and see how it turns out. Let's get started. I just cleaned up the face of the titanium rod here. The next thing I'm going to do is to bore this out to size. Size 8.5 is an inside diameter of 18.5 millimeters. I've got it sized to 8.5. Now it's time to start working on the outside, carving that down. I want it to be pretty darn thin, so it's going to take quite a few passes. Okay, now I've got the ring dimensions where I want them. I'm going to put on a knurler and give the outside texture. The ring now has a rough diamond pattern on it. Now I'm going to finish off the inside of the ring. I'm going to start off by beveling, just giving the inside edge just a tiny bit of a bevel, and then sand and polish to completely finish the inside. Well, at the moment I've got a nice decorative shiny pipe. It's time to turn this into a ring, and I do that by parting it off. I've got a ring now with a pretty gnarly burr on it, which I'll pry some of that off, and I'll take the rest of it off once I get this mounted on a mandrel. going to be using a file to give this ring its final shape, which is basically just curving the outside edge, rounding it over just a little bit, filing off the edges, and then sanding, polishing, and getting it ready for anodizing. Well, there's one side done. Time to finish up the other side. All right, this ring is almost done. I just need to pull it off and give the inside just one final polish and then anodize. I think this ring has a really pretty texture to it. Nice little pattern. Follow me on back to the lab and we'll anodize this thing purple. Welcome to the Blue Shack lab. Such as it is, it's still a work in progress. I'm going to anodize this ring purple. I've got it all cleaned up. All right, so I'm going to start off in stages. I'm just going to start off with 10 volts, which should be a nice light bronze color. Then I'm going to step it up to a darker bronze, and then I start getting into purples. Start seeing some bubbles, starting to turn a bronze color. That's a nice purple color right there. That's what I want. So I'm going to stop there. I don't know if you can see it or not in this light. I'm going to be taking some photos of it, but I think it came out really pretty. I'm going to call this ring done. Again, that is ring T200033 from the Blue Shack. If this is your ring, thanks for trusting me with it. My rings can now be seen and purchased locally here in Sutherlin at the Salty Heifer. Stop in and say hi to Summer. She makes some beautiful handmade custom purses and other leather goods. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see y'all next time at the Blue Shack.